All right, just waiting for everyone here. All right, let's see if this works. There we go.
Used to pay $163 for car insurance.
Okay, guys, we are live finally. Holy cow. All right, I don't go live very often, guys, so I apologize ahead of time for the video today. My apologies. I don't know what happened. The rest of the clips were fine. I don't know. Could have been the upload. Who knows, y'all? So, but anyway, we're going to go over this video in the live stream, and then I'll do some questions in the chat. Lot of chat going on. I can't answer it all, y'all. So, okay, let me see if there's anything cheating. Put the beanie on. Okay, I do have a beanie here, y'all, but no beanie. All right, guys, what do we say? We just jump in this. Professor Michio Kaku and Ross Coulthard. Again, this interview is from 2022, so before the congressional testimony, before David Grusch testified. It's kind of the context that that's in. That's why I find this interview so fascinating, because of what they talk about, considering what is about to come out, afterwards. So I still think it's a relevant interview. And anything Ross Coulthard does, I'm in. I want to see it. So, and Michio Kaku. So why don't we jump into this first clip here and get this going. All right, hang on here. There we go. All right, first clip, y'all.
Most highly respected theoretical physicists. I reckon you've got networks. Are you hearing anything in the traps? Is there a program going on? Are there physicists who are working for some secret government program that you know of?
Well, there are physicists who do work for secret programs. One of them is Jason, for example. Some of the top physicists that I knew personally have actually worked for Jason. But to my knowledge, working on flying saucers and stuff like that is not part of their mandate. However, working on extraterrestrial modes of transportation is. And so these organizations have, in fact, looked at what it takes to create an object that can exceed the speed of light.
Are they anywhere near it, do you think?
No. I've seen a lot of the proposals by people from Jason and by other groups like DARPA that have looked at this. In fact, NASA had a 100-year Starship program, a program whose official title was the 100-year Starship. And they said that within 100 years, nope, we're still not going to be able to approach going faster than the speed of light. But is it possible to exceed the speed of light? And the answer is yes. Now,
sorry, just for a moment, sir. I thought Albert Einstein's theory of relativity made it absolutely impossible to exceed the speed of light.
People forget that Einstein had two theories, not one theory of relativity. The first theory says, yes, Einstein is the cop on the block. You cannot go faster than the speed of light. That's the special theory of relativity. But later, he created a more powerful general theory of relativity that showed that space itself is like a fabric that can be stretched and perhaps even ripped. And if you could rip the fabric of space and time, then we're now talking about hyperdrive technologies.
So there's a chap called Miguel Alcubierre who came up with this hypothetical concept of the Alcubierre drive. Can you explain to us what the implications are of his theoretical possibility?
There are actually two ways you can break the light barrier consistent with Einstein's theory of general relativity. The first was actually proposed by Einstein himself in 1935. In 1935, he looked at a black hole, which looks like a funnel. A funnel, things fall into the black hole, and then he put two of them back to back, so that if you fell into this funnel, you would come out the other end. And that's called a wormhole, which Einstein worked out with his student, Nathan Rosen, back in 1935. And you can actually go faster than the speed of light by going through the wormhole. Now, you've seen this before. as a child. You've seen this before. The first reference to a wormhole in the English language was done by Charles Dodson, otherwise known as Lewis Carroll, in the book Through the Looking Glass. The looking glass is the wormhole. Alice sticks her hand through the wormhole, and her hand goes to the other side of forever, which is Wonderland. So that is the first way that you might exceed the speed of light, using Einstein's general theory of relativity as proposed by Einstein himself in 1935.
And what's the second proposed way?
The second proposal to exceed the speed of light is to stretch space. Let's say you're walking on a carpet and you crumple up the space in front of you and expand the space behind you. And then all you do is hop over the carpet. So in other words, you don't go to the stars. The stars come to you. You are literally yanking the stars in your direction, and then you're simply hopping over the distance.
Now, I want to take you through, there's some complicated ideas here, but I've had the privilege of interviewing the former head of the Pentagon's UAPs.
So real quick, that's an interesting concept, right? Faster than light travel, wormholes, bending space, right? You always, where they show, I don't forget what movie that is, where they have a piece of paper here like this, right? And they're like, right, what do they, fold it, put a pin through it, right? That's how you can travel, right, from this end of the paper to this end. You bring it to you, which is interesting, right? It almost makes me think that of all the ways to travel, are we looking at it the wrong way? So take, for instance, back when we rode horses. There was always this way to, like, how do we get horses to just run faster and faster and faster? That's how we'll get faster, right? So maybe we're looking at it wrong. Who knows? I don't know. But these other theories are fascinating. I mean, we jump from, right, airplanes to wormholes. Like, that's quite a leap to make, but who knows? It is fascinating. All right, let me see if I can get to some of this chat, y'all. Holy cow. I don't even know where to start with the chat, y'all, to be frank with you. I see a lot of people here. Thank y'all so much for joining. One of the chats that I do want to bring up, why are you doing a video on this, Patrick? This is old news. Why are you showing this? First of all, are you kidding me? Let's think about that for 2 seconds. The majority of UFO lore is all in the past. Literally. So to show anything that isn't just released yesterday doesn't make any sense, y'all. Think about that. Think about what you're saying. Why are you covering this? Everything we cover is from the past. Literally everything. So I don't know what that means when someone says, why are you making a video on this, right? That to me doesn't make sense. And remember, I put in a video every day. I can't please all of y'all every day with every video. That's impossible for me, nor do I try. I just try to find videos that I find interesting, and hopefully y'all do too. If you skip a video here and there, absolutely, makes sense. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. So anyway, all right, let's see here. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. I don't really see any questions. Thank you for the super chat. Remedy59 says, so the wormhole is the space freeway. Yeah, essentially. Can you imagine the first trip through a wormhole, the first person that would have to do that? And what would the wormhole look like? What would it feel like going through? What would it do to your body? I think about the Interstellar movie, right? And Matthew McConaughey and getting to the tip of the black hole and all of that. Like, find that just absolutely fascinating to think about. Comments not working. What do you mean comments not working? I see tons of comments here, so I don't know who put that. Lots of comments. Everybody's commenting. Yeah, look, y'all, here's real quick about the comments before I go to the next part. This is how I look at the comment section for each video and live chat. One, every video I put is pre-recorded, but I premiere it to allow everyone to have a conversation in the chat, because I think of this channel as like the town square for the UFO community. At least that's what I want it to be. So the chat is for y'all, not for me. I get a chance to make videos. I got a camera, I got a mic. I can say my thoughts and opinions and whatever. And I leave y'all the comments for y'all to have discussions, for y'all to go, whatever. It's why I don't get too involved in the chat or in comments, because that's for y'all, not for me. You know what I mean? Real quick, there's a question here. Did you look Tim Taylor more? Have you reached out to Diana Pasulka? Yes, there's a lot happening with the Tim Taylor stuff, guys. Just be patient. I'm putting all of that together, and actually got some crazy stuff happening with that. So yes, there's a lot happening with that. So just stay tuned. I don't know when the next video or whatever, but I got interviews lined up. There's a lot. We're going to get to the bottom of that. So anyway, let's get to more Michio Kaku here. I love saying his name. So this is, are we alone in the universe? This is Ross going to ask Michio this.
These bubbles are gateways.
Statistically, knowing the incredible, awesome size of our universe, there's every likelihood, absolute certainty really, isn't there, that there are civilizations, non-human civilizations, out there far more advanced than ours.
When you look at pictures from the Webb Space Telescope and the Hubble Space Telescope, realize that many of these pictures are just one little pinpoint in the night sky, magnified to give you these gorgeous pictures you see on the TV, right? Well, that little dot, that pinpoint of light, contains trillions of stars. Each dot in that photograph that you see on national television, each dot is a galaxy. That's 100 billion stars in each dot. And how many dots are there in that pinpoint? Billions. What we're talking about is a photograph of trillions of stars. Think about that for a moment. The probability that we're the only game in town is a fraction, the inverse of trillions. And so you begin to realize that, of course, they're out there. Of course. Why should we be special? For example, look at what we're made out of. We're made out of proteins and amino acids. We find them in the heart of meteors. We find amino acids in gas clouds, nebula, thousands of light years from the planet Earth. We see the ingredients of life, the amino acids, everywhere we look in the universe.
So if I ask Professor Michio Kaku, are we alone? What do you say?
People ask the question, are we alone? My attitude is, of course. What took you so long?
Let's look then at the...
So real quick, let me get to the super chat. Remedy59 says, Alice was mentioned with the wormhole so long ago. This was already knowledge older than that movie. Well, there was a book written by Lewis Carroll. So a long time ago. But I don't think that's the first instance of a wormhole. You could argue biblical texts and ancient texts and religious text has mentions of similar, right, ideas and concepts of wormhole-like travel, if you will. So, yeah, that's definitely interesting. All right, let me see if I can answer some of this chat. I feel bad. I'm doing a live. I want to answer some of these chat. Gosh, okay. God, this is why I don't do live, y'all. I don't know how to do this chat stuff. There's so much here. Trying to just get to the questions here. Y'all throw some questions out here. Okay, do biblical texts hold up in a court of law? I think you mean biblical texts, or test. Maybe they have you swear an oath on a Bible. So look, I'm from America. I believe in freedom of religion. I'm an atheist myself, so or agnostic, I guess I should say. But who knows now with all this stuff, right? What we thought was God may be aliens. All right, here we go. Patrick, do you think it's possible to inject any more y'alls into your speech algorithm? Yep. I got a lot more y'alls where these y'alls came from. I got y'alls for days. What are we talking about? I find that so funny. I've had people send me emails. Hey, man, can you stop saying y'all? Literally, someone took the time to send me an email about that. Like, again, think about where you're from. There's dialect that's localized, y'all. Okay? I'm not going to stop saying y'all. Get over it. That's all I have to say. Get over it, y'all. And honestly, I almost want to say it more just to trigger some of you. Same reason I say nuclear wrong. Honestly, I just say it to get a comment, a rise out of people now, because I find that so funny. What about NDT? Neil deGrasse Tyson, what about him? Got nothing to say about him. Patrick, what are you vaping? Trying to quit smoking, y'all. I've been smoking since I'm 18 years old. So I started vaping like 5-6 months ago, and it's helped me quit smoking. So that's why I vape. And I like it. And I'm an adult, and this is not a kid show. So yes, I will vape. I may even have a drink every once in a while. I have yet to have a drink on here, an alcoholic drink, but I would. It wouldn't bother me. We don't say y'all in New York City, Jamil says. Okay. We say it here where I'm from. You know, I used to live in Philly. There's words up in Philly that people say that we don't say down here, and in New York City, and everywhere you go in the world. I've lived in Europe. I've lived in Mexico. Right? I'm a resident of Europe. I spent 2 years in Spain. There's a lot of localized language there that you don't get everywhere else. Again, it's kind of like trolling me. So I'm just going to ignore all that. Anyway, okay. Can we hear the whole space audio session? I think you mean the X space that I did, or Twitter space that I did. Yeah, I put a link in the video yesterday and the day before, so you can go listen to that. But I'm not going to play that on here. It's like an hour and a half, or I'm only in it for like an hour or something, or 45 minutes. Anyway. Okay. Question, why is there so many questions about UFOs, time travels, wormholes, aliens, when the world is falling apart? Well, Donut, think about it. We can chew gum and walk at the same time, right? Humans, we're all capable of dealing with multiple problems at one time, right? So we can deal with the problems in the world and discuss them, and also discuss this, because I would consider this a problem of the world, right? UAPs that are flying around affecting military training operations worldwide. Yeah, that seems like something worth talking about, right? You have fighter pilots that almost hit these things and crash. I don't know about you, but a lot of my family has served in the armed services. My father was in the Air Force. I was born in Omaha, Nebraska. That's where he was stationed. You know, I come from a military family. So, yeah. I think protecting our military is important. What do you want me to say? So yes, I think we can cover all of that. All right, hang on. Let me just deal with this chat a little more. I think y'all are having more fun with this than us watching Michio Kaku. But we are going to get to more of him. Any news on Grusch recently? Yes. I mean, I don't know how accurate it is, but this is what I've heard through Twitter and rumblings, that potentially his op-ed needs to be cleared by DOPSR, by Arrow first. So potentially that could be happening. And also Lou Elizondo's book, that could be a scenario where Arrow has to approve it. Now, to get a little more context on that, I saw a tweet from Nick Pope, who put out some context about that. So think about it. So when DOPSR gets something to review, they reach out to other elements of the government to get feedback on it. Does that make sense? So Arrow has just become one of their arms that they'll reach out to get feedback. So that's all that means, I think, if that's true, right? So thank you to Nick Pope for providing context there, right? It's not like Arrow's the final say. It's just they would be one place. You know, they would check on information through Arrow. But what information does Arrow have about David Grusch's stuff? You know what I mean? So who knows? All right, look, we got some super chats. Let me read these, y'all. Beyond Cosmic. Thank you, Beyond Cosmic. I always see your comments, so thank you so much. You're right. Have you ever seen the SpaceX UFO footage, and would you ever cover fast walkers, a.k.a. fast UAPs in space? Sure. No, I have not seen the SpaceX UFO footage. I love seeing UFO footage. Remedy, again. Wow, thank you, Remedy. Look at the Remedy's just taking care of the bills today. Just keeping the mics on, y'all. Patrick, have you seen the vid and pics of Mars coming through? What you think on that? What do you mean, vid and pics of Mars coming through? You mean just from our rover that's out there? Is that what you mean, Remedy? Fascinating. Honestly, all the stories about Mars are fascinating. Mars is fascinating, right? All the different stories that we've heard from Joe McConaughey. Am I saying that right? Joe McConaughey? I think I'm saying that right. And Chris Bledsoe and many others who have stories about Mars. Yeah, it's fascinating. What do you want me to say? That is fascinating. Mars does seem like, the prequel to Earth, right? It's kind of interesting. Johnny Marr writes, Patrick, are you Scottish, Irish background? Wow, Johnny. Yes, actually, on my father's side. So my last name's Armstrong, coming from the Armstrong clan there in Scotland. So yes, I am. We have a seal and everything that I have. And my mom's from Mexico. So I'm a Scottish Mexican, if you can believe it. Yes. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, guys. Patrick, do you think there's a possibility Tim Taylor was talking about a different site when telling Pasulka than the one allegedly heard from Grant Cameron? Yeah, it's possible. Look, here real quick. Let me show you guys something. So I got this little book here, and I started. I got started last night with the audio version of American Cosmic. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm listening to everything she's saying about Tyler D, and I'm making these notes about everything from the crash. Okay, and there's going to be a lot going on because I got this big interview coming up with Grant Cameron, Nicole, and this guy Mark Olson. Okay, that's his name. We're going to put it out there. We're going to do an interview and find out what's going on because definitely the Tim Taylor thing is odd. And hopefully get Chris Bledsoe interview and maybe Diana. I don't know. Look, to be honest, I've tried to get a lot of people on here to interview. Just to be frank, man, people don't want to come on the show here. Now, it could be because they don't like me. They don't like the show. Maybe they're afraid of the questions I'm going to ask. I don't want to assume that, but I don't know. It could be as simple as they just don't like me or like my show. It can't be because we don't get engagement or views. Clearly, there's, you guys have created a great community here of engagement and views and people, right? Like it's y'all are the heroes, not me. So why they wouldn't want to come on and talk with the community? Y'all are the UFO community. So trust me, I'm trying. People just don't want to come on. And look, my big thing is daily videos. So I'm not going to do interviews all the time, but I am trying, y'all. Robert, thank you so much, Robert. Wow. Great show. Thank you, Robert. Thank you. Johnny Marr says, my real name is Patrick, and I'm Scottish. Wow. Excellent. Patrick from Scotland, Patrick from America. So look, the site being different, it could be. There's a lot of stuff that Tim has said about the site that is quite interesting. Like I'm finding out a lot of stuff that is quite fascinating, right? So, yes, and we'll go over, all of this stuff. Do y'all want me to read some of the notes that I made from the crash? I can just pop it off where I'm at here. Patrick, try to get Corbell to do something with you. I'm trying to get from everybody, y'all. There's so many people I've reached out to, and they just don't. I don't know. I think people are scared of the questions I'm going to ask, maybe, potentially, because clearly I want to know this stuff, and I think a lot of y'all do too. So I don't know. So if you see somebody come on, that means they're willing to step in here with me. So you may not like them, but at least they're willing to come on. Like Mick West had no problem coming on and talking to me. He told me, he asked me any question you want. Right? Daniel Sheehan hasn't gotten back to me. Man, there's so many people that just haven't gotten back to me. Again, they could just not like the show or not like me. And that's totally fine. I can respect that. I'm not here to say, oh, they're scared of me. They're scared of the questions. I don't know that. Is that a possibility? Yeah, it is. Okay, let's see here. Oh my God. Lawrence Krauss was on a podcast and said this is nonsense. Yeah, I like Lawrence Krauss, and yeah, he's allowed to say what he wants. Yeah, he's a smart guy. He's earned that right. Vetter's spam Corbell for an interview with Pat. The more we are asking, the better the chance. I mean, look, that is true. Be respectful, but if y'all reach out to these people and say, hey, man, you need to go on the show. You need to go on the show. That will help. That will help. Maybe they'll see, dude, fuck it. Let's just go. We got to do this show, right? We got to do this interview. I think Corbell would come on, to be honest with you. Maybe he's just busy or something. So I'll reach out again and we'll try. Prank call Jon Stewart as an Area 51 agent next episode. That was funny. JY. Yes, for those of you who don't know, I did a tumultuous interview with a gentleman named Jon Stewart. Not that Jon Stewart. Not the Jon Stewart you're thinking of. Not the comedian, right? Some people were not happy with me with that interview, but whatever. It is what it is. I left up the whole thing, good or bad. I put the whole thing up, transparent. Even the parts where I look kind of bad. That's me. Hey, good or bad, this is who I am. That's why I use my real face, my real name. I don't hide. Patrick, are you married with a family? No, I'm not married with a family. But I am in a relationship. I don't know if that matters. With my ex-wife, which is kind of interesting. So I divorced my wife, and we stay best friends, and we're back together. We just don't want to get married. Like the paperwork. More interviews, please. No, I get it. Look, and I do like doing interviews. My podcast before this, the Lone Star Plate, that's all I did for the last 4 years was interviews. Podcasting. That's it. This daily video thing is new to me. But again, that's just, I can't do everything on the channel. You know what I mean? I can't do everything. So the interviews will just come sporadically, but the bread and butter is the daily videos. That's what I like, and I like the community it makes. So I think I need to do this more chatting like this, more live stream chats, y'all. I'm enjoying this, and I think this is good. Not familiar with Jon Stewart. That's funny. Yeah, trust me, many people were not. I was not. They might all be making money spinning their stories. Don't want you to find the holes. Yeah, I mean, look. Are you in your mom's basement? What? These people are definitely scared of the hard questions. Yeah, possibly. If you're folding space-time to travel, then they're right. Motion is an illusion. Okay. Hey, Patrick, you need a guy doing... What? Naratu run behind you there like the Area 51 raid? I don't know what that means. Y'all. You were nice to Jon Stewart. I thought I was. I was very respectful to him. People were mad at me. I don't know why. I think a lot of his trolls, and John has like a lot of burner accounts that he uses. He's like 15 different people. People do that a lot. Even on this channel, y'all. I see it. I can see all the comments. I can see people that have multiple accounts that go in there and they talk to each other, y'all. On this channel, I see them having conversations with themselves. Patrick, you do a great job. Thank you, guys. Who is Melissa Lucio? Brian Redband. Wait, are you Redband from Joe Rogan? Come on. If you are, that's awesome. Melissa Lucio. Yeah, look that up. Google that. I covered this. I don't want to get too much into it because that's not what this is about. But I helped this woman. She was on death row, and part of my Lone Star Plate podcast interviewed her family and helped with her. She was wrongly convicted. Potentially. We wanted to get her a new trial. Anyway, Kim Kardashian helped. A A lot of the news helped. I worked with a lot of different people. So yes, before UFOs, guys, done a lot of different things. So anyway, you Google her and you can find out. I have the only interview with her family on the internet. I was able to get that exclusive. Anyway, Patrick, how do you feel about the Skinwalker stuff? Like Skinwalker Ranch? Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. I try not to judge. Look, I'm open-minded. I'm kind of open to it all. I think when you get into this topic, UFOs, you kind of got to accept it all, right? I always make this joke. I remember covering remote viewing for the first time on this channel, and people were like, that's BS. And then in the next sentence, I'm not joking. So it's like this. God, remote viewing, that's such bullshit. So anyway, interdimensional time traveling beings, right? They'll say that in the same breath. Like, that's plausible, but not remote viewing. Let's be real. You kind of got to take it all in, which, to be fair, people that lie and grift and make up stories in this community, they count on that. They are counting on the fact that you're open to all of this. They will take advantage of you because of that and tell you completely bonkers stories because, well, we need to accept it all. We got to be open to it all, right? So that's just kind of what comes with it if that's what we do, right? Wait, you don't know about that video of the Area 51 raid with the laughing emoji? Why are you laughing at me about that? No, I do know about the Area 51 raid, but remember, y'all, everyone can't know everything. Just remember that. And anyone in the chat, you also don't know everything about everything. So, let's be light on judging people for not knowing certain stuff in this community, a person, an event, something that took place. Right? It's impossible to know everything. And anyone telling you they do, think about that. They're lying. It doesn't make sense. It's impossible. So we're all on this journey together. Do I know as much as everyone that's listening and watching? Probably not. So what? What does that mean? This is my journey on this to find out this stuff, right? So yeah, there's a lot I do know, and there's a lot I don't know. And there'll always be a lot I don't know. Because the more you learn, the more you realize you don't know shit. That's the truth, right? As we get older, that's what you should be finding out. So anyway, I don't really pay attention to people trying to judge me on things I don't know or this, that, you know what I mean? It's kind of pointless to me. John Stewart doesn't mind the hard questions, and that is worth respect. Yeah, he did mind the hard questions. Did y'all know? I didn't say this publicly, but he sent me a cease and desist after that interview. He tried to get me to pull that down. So he clearly does mind the hard questions, y'all. Sorry. Of course, I ignored it because it was fucking stupid. And I ignored the cease and desist, and he didn't do anything about it because he can't. Please consider doing a piece on the Shack Harbor, Nova Scotia UFO incident. Okay. Oh my God, guys, I'm so many comment. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to get to all of them, y'all. Vetted, any chance you guys have a link or mail or possible means of reaching out to Corbell? I'd love to get the info to get out so we can all spam him about coming to speak with Pat. I don't like the word spam. I mean, just tag them on Twitter. Let's not harass people. I'm definitely not condoning that, and I'm condoning being civil, respectful, always. You guys don't ever hear me say mean things about anybody or use rude terms. I don't ever do that. Even about Jon Stewart. About any of these guys. I don't say that stuff. I'm not mean-spirited. It's just not in my nature. I'm a good old Southern boy. I like being respectful and civil and having open conversations and talking to just about anybody because that's how you find out things. I may disagree with somebody. That doesn't mean I'm going to be mean to them or mean-spirited or degrade them. That's not what I'm about. So anyway, with Corbell, yeah, let's he probably would, Anyway, okay. Gosh. Sorry, I'm not getting to all these, y'all. I wish I could answer every single one of these comments. I'm not joking. I respect each and every one of you. I mean that. Oh, jeez. Scarrow, sorry I'm late. Please start over. That's funny. That's funny. The techno stuff is not for this channel. What is that? Techno stuff? What do you mean? Techno beats? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Come on, techno stuff is for this channel. What do you mean? Help from Canada, Patrick. Like the channel. Love the interview with Coulthard. Yeah, I agree. It's a great. I mean, I didn't do it, but you write bad choice of words. No, I get what you meant, David. I totally get what you mean about doing what you're doing. So 100% I'm Canadian with total respect. Absolutely. And I know what you meant by that, reaching out and finding out. Yeah, I mean, just on Twitter and stuff, that's basically the way, it's going to happen. Huh? My name is Patrick and my tiny Dixie wrecked. Oh, you got me. Good job. You got me. You got me. I can laugh with that, y'all. That was funny. Childish. You're a child. I hope you're not over 18 years old. Because if you are, just saying. But yes, you got me. Oh, jeez. Do you know that? Okay. What do you do for a living? This is my job, y'all. This is my full-time job. What's your stance on Avi Loeb? Like Avi Loeb. I interviewed him on the podcast here on this channel on VETTED. So if you go to our YouTube homepage channel, you can see in the interviews, I interviewed Avi Loeb. I like him. We need people like him studying this from a scientific perspective, coming from an established institution, right? And getting out there doing actual work, right? He went to Papua New Guinea, got a boat. He got a big magnet and he combed the bottom of the ocean and got pieces and real data, and he's putting sensors out to get data. I mean, yes, love him. That's what we need more of. Anyone like talking shit about him always cracks me up. I don't understand. Like, what do you want? What more do you want? He's not telling stories. He's not making up shit. He's not saying I got insider information, right? He's doing stuff. I respect anyone on the ground, boots on the ground, doing work, just like Matt Laszlo from Askapol. Right? Oh, gosh. Okay. We are not Corbell's audience. Well, one, Joey. There's no we. There's you, right? A lot of people would like to hear from him, as me as well. I would love to talk to Jeremy Corbell. I got a lot of questions for him. Oh, man, I'm getting behind here. MC's Creations. She says, keep the great work, Patrick. The Naruto run became a meme. A guy running behind a journalist. Long story, fun stuff. I think I know what you're talking about. Was it the guy in the green suit or something? Like, I think I know what you're talking about in the desert. I actually went to Area 51 like a year after that myself. But I think I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing the pictures of the guys in the green suits running and everyone together. Like, I heard that was nuts. I do know some people that went. Chris Leto. I'm going to remain silent on that. No comment. Did we get any news on when James Fox might release his new movie? Yes, it is coming out summer of this year, 2024. He's almost done with the first cut of it. And that's what's going on. Question, what's the first question you would ask an alien? Are you really an alien? Prove it to me. How do I know? Corbell has a new episode. Yeah, I'll be watching it. What is your opinion of Diana Pasulka? Seems like a nice woman, right? That I would love to talk to. She seems very smart. Seems like a very smart, nice woman. She just might have been lied to, might have been deceived. I don't think it's her fault necessarily. You know what I mean? I have nothing but respect for her. I have nothing but respect for all these people in the UFO community, to be honest with you. I just have questions for a lot of them. That's all it is. Just questions. Any comment about Chris Leto? No comment. He's doing his thing, and I wish them the best. Is it possible that everything is a psyop? No, not everything, but could some of it? Yeah, of course. Gosh. Hello, chat, and hello, vetted. Hello, guys. Got any skins? I don't know what that means. My first question would be, what are you? Yeah, to the alien. I get it. Let's see here. Oh, Patrick, or vetted, do you think we'll have disclosure this year? That just depends what do you think is disclosure? Right? That just depends on your definition of disclosure. Some would say we have disclosure already. It's just, do you choose to believe it or not? You know? Do you mean official disclosure, like the United States government? And depending on where you live, what if you live in China, Korea, Thailand, Africa, Spain, right? Wherever, you may already think you have disclosure, right? So I guess American-wise, would we have disclosure? I mean, I always think of it like basic disclosure and like full-blown disclosure. Basic disclosure would just be, yep, we're not alone. We have craft. They have visited us. That's all we can tell you. Confirmed, right? So I don't know. It's kind of one of those things, everyone's definition of disclosure will be different, so everyone will think we have disclosure at different times, you know? So I don't know. All I hope is these first-hand witnesses come out, because that's where we need to get to. No more second, third-hand. I mean, we can only ride that wave so long. We've got to get to the nuts and bolts, right? So, and honestly, guys, my opinion about this stuff isn't any more informed than y'all's. To be honest with you, a lot of y'all in here are probably a lot more informed and smarter than me. I'm just a regular guy asking these questions. Broke Johnny Live sent $5. Thanks, Broke Johnny Live. You're broke and you sent $5. That means a lot. You didn't need to do that. So I hope you're not really broke. If you're broke, don't send money, y'all. It's your choice. I never asked for that. Are you getting Hecklefish on as a guest? That's funny. I have spoken to AJ from Y-Files. I made a video on him, and he came to the channel and left a couple great comments, and he put me on a white list so I could cover them more. But I never see anybody asking for Y-Files videos, so I don't know. Do y'all want me to make more videos of covering the Y-Files? The last one I made didn't do very well, so I didn't think people wanted to see some of that. So I don't know. That's really on y'all if y'all want me to cover that more. But it would be interesting to have an interview with Hecklefish, right? That would be kind of funny. Sorry. Okay. Was the Tim Taylor story to Diana P a clue to him being involved with creating X-Files in the first place? Why wouldn't kind of wacky? Oh, real quick about this X-Files thing. So last night I watched a bunch of X-Files episodes. I went and looked, whatever. I did a bunch of research. Here it is. This is what it is, okay? So what they did, they filmed everything in Vancouver, okay? Everything. But what they did do is get some plates. Now, if you're familiar with film and video, they got video plates from New Mexico that they then used sort of CGI to help the shots of what they shot in Vancouver. So they basically, where this UFO crash is that's in the X-Files, they got a quarry about an hour outside of Vancouver, and they painted it and made it look like it was from New Mexico. Then the background they CGI'd in with plates, meaning video like templates, from New Mexico. So is Tim saying that the plates they got from New Mexico? Because that doesn't add up. So I don't think they used this in the X-Files, and I think he just made that up. Because, again, if Diana said, oh, I recognize this from the X-Files, because she said that, oh, I recognized it. You couldn't have, because it's a made-up shot. The shot that they show of the UFO, that's all made up. It's not a real place in New Mexico. They took the background from different parts of real New Mexico, but the foreground, that's in Canada, in Vancouver. So it's not a real shot of actual New Mexico, if that makes sense. It's not, you know. So, again, many parts of Tim's story just don't add up. That's just the bottom line. They don't add up. And it's from episode, season 10, episode 1. Now, I looked up, like, season 3, the Anaki, whatever episode. There's something there. They did the same thing where they played it in New Mexico behind, right? But they filmed up in Vancouver, right? But again, it couldn't have been from the 90s because Tim told Diana in her book, at least this is according to Diana, that only a handful of people had been out to the site when Diana and Gary went. Right? And that was in 2014. And the X-Files with the big UFO crash that they show isn't till 2016, 17. So it's just, again, none of it adds up. None of it makes sense. You should do more of these Q&As, bro. I agree. And why files? Okay. Get Steven Spielberg on. Okay. What kind of connections do you think I got, bro? Computer-generated imagery is a creation of still or animated visual content using imaging software. Yes. So what she is saying is BS. Not necessarily what she's saying BS. I mean, it probably is, but not because she made it up or it's BS from her. If that makes sense, right? Do you watch old UFO documentaries to gather scope of current day narratives? Yes, but according to a lot of people in here, you shouldn't watch anything old. Just kidding. Yeah, of course. Anyone ever see the X-Files spinoff show, The Lone Gunman, their pilot episode 9/11 before 9/11? Dude, yes. And I'm going to be honest. This freaked me out. I'm watching X-Files last night, and I go to the latest season, season 11. And I watched the first episode. It's called My Struggle 3. And I'm not joking. In this episode, they talk about a global pandemic that is going to hit and attack your immune system and all this stuff. Dude, that was 2 years before COVID, y'all. Fucking nuts. When I was like, what the fuck? I mean, they called it. They called it, dude. So I don't know. That was really weird. I gotta admit, that was really weird. And they talked about a secret space program in there. Okay? So I'm just saying. Very, very weird. And remember, Tim Taylor is supposedly in a secret space program. So maybe he's the insider. I don't know. That told him and made stuff. I don't know, y'all. Whew. Okay. We need to ask around, let people know. Okay. Oh, man. They're coming in too fast now. Oh, God. If you don't know Gene Huff, you don't know Bob Lazar, period. Fair. Have you heard of Mike Herrera? What do you think about him? I've seen his stuff. It's interesting. I probably should do a video on it. It's an interesting story. Do you believe some crop circles are made by NHI? Possibly. Crop circles are fascinating. Why that isn't talked about more, I don't know. I remember Signs. Remember the movie Signs? I always found that fascinating. But yeah, crop circles are fascinating. Did you catch the Good Trouble show yesterday with Matt Ford? I did not. I would like you to cover that for a show here. I love your channel. Okay, Kelly. I'll check it out. I don't know what they talked about. Have you heard of my career? Yeah, just talked about him. Oh my gosh. Do you think Tim Taylor even took Diana to a real crash site? I think Tim Taylor took Diana to this place. I don't know if it's a real crash site. And with Gary Nolan, absolutely. I think that did happen for sure. Vetted. Have you watched Carl the Crusher? I've heard of him. Patrick, you and Jack from Cosmic Road should do something together. Herrera is crazy story. Yeah, it is a crazy story. Yeah, Cosmic Road, good on him. Hope he does well. I think he had the yeah. Jon Stewart went on there afterwards, after he came on my show, and he went on Cosmic Road's show, and let's just say they didn't have too nice of things to say about me. Nothing against Jack from Cosmic Road. He just let the guy talk and just say whatever he wanted. Right? And that's fine. People are allowed to do with their channels whatever they want. I have nothing but respect for that guy. He can do whatever he wants with his channel. On my channel, that's not happening. I'm not just going to let people talk on my platform and say whatever they want in an interview, and I don't get to push back. I don't get to say nothing. That's not for me. By the way, have you ever heard about the Brazilian UFO night? The government called the press and told everything that happened in 1986. Dude, Brazil has all kinds of stuff happening, man, out there. Who are your starting 5 members of the UAP community? Mine, Grusch, Knapp, James Fox, Fravor, Nolan. Yeah, those are all great people. I would agree with that list. I mean, there's a lot of people I like, to be honest. Again, I don't have any problems with anybody. Has Jon Stewart been in contact with you anymore? No, not since he sent me the cease and desist. I've seen his burner accounts come into the comments and talk crap about me, and he doesn't think that I know it's him, which is hilarious. Let me get this super chat here from Remedy. Psychic Sylvia Brown predicted the world mask of COVID hoax and also said 2024 fake UFO invasion was coming, that they always been here, the aliens. That's interesting for sure. Wow. Look, I'm not trying to get into the COVID talk. Any of that. That was just nuts. Just seeing that in the X-Files thing just totally caught me off guard. Jack is cool. Yeah, Jack's cool, man. No problem with him. I appreciate you doing new videos every day. Make sure to take time off. I do, y'all. Look, just because a new video comes out every day doesn't mean I record every day. Sometimes I bank some episodes, right? I record a couple at a time and then put them out. Does that make sense? So that's all that is. But I always will make sure a video comes out every day. It's not that hard to do that. From fellow Texan, y'all. Absolutely. Texas strong. Will you cover the 1952 UFO DC? Yeah, I would love to do a video on that. There's always so many videos to do, y'all. Right? There's always so many videos to do. Do you think we will get disclosure in our lifetime? Man, I hope so. Again, it depends what your definition is of disclosure, right? If you've had your own experience, personal experience, you have disclosure. You don't need anybody to tell you anything, right? You know what happened. Jon Stewart disappeared from YouTube. Yeah. Live vetted? I don't know what that means. Question mark. Thoughts on Stephen Greer? I don't know. A lot of these people are interesting. Again, I don't have any problems with anybody. Everyone I'd want to talk to, I just want to ask them questions. Why don't these things line up? Why doesn't this line up? What's up with this? That's it. So I don't really have any problems with anybody. My whole curiosity is, why don't certain people get along, right? Why does Stephen Greer get along with Luis Elizondo, with this guy, with this guy, with this guy, with this guy, with this guy? How can there be so many different stories about what the truth is about the NHI, crash UFOs, reverse engineering programs, right? How can there be so many different stories that exist at the same time? Doesn't make sense, right? Gosh, my son Miles says hi. Hi, hey Miles. What's up, buddy? I think I said hi to you before, if I remember correctly. What's up, buddy? Playing with blocks. Listen to your mom and dad. Children shouldn't watch the show, though. Just beware, there's adult conversations happening, so I hope that you're okay with that. I'm sure you are. Do you live near Stephenville or whatever that place is called? I don't want anyone to know where I live. Because believe it or not, people do some crazy stuff to try to come after me, y'all. Patrick, are you married? I already answered that. I was. Can't wait for the new James Fox movie. Yeah, man, that's where I'm at. I really want to see that new James Fox movie so bad. I love his movies. I love his films. Honestly, I'm really curious about this Luis Elizondo documentary. The issue with that is, and Lou's book, is that the expectation is so high that might work against him. Because you always under-promise and over-deliver. You don't over-promise and under-deliver. So if that book isn't like life-changing for people, they're going to be super mad at Luis. And that's nothing against him. It's just the marketing strategy there. And again, I don't think it's his fault. I think it has to go through Dobster. It's got to get reviewed and accepted and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know, but the expectation is through the roof, right? That's the thing with all these UFO, not researchers, but people that claim to have information and are putting out information, right? Witnesses, that sort of thing. We've basically hit the wall of what you can say, right? The only thing left to bring out is firsthand witnesses. So unless those start coming out, people are going to get real fed up with this topic like they already are, right? They keep pushing the ball down the field and saying, right, but eventually we're going to run out of field. So eventually people are going to have to put up, right? And again, the more mainstream this topic becomes, the more scrutiny is going to come down on it. All the BS is going to get called out. Right? Because in order to accept David Grusch's story, to a lot of people, you've got to then accept a story like Chris Bledsoe's. Right? That's very hard for people. Right? So, just a lot happening. Aloha, Patrick. Aloha. Love that everyone's from all over the world and everything. I come from a mixed background, and I've lived in multiple countries, and I love that. I love different cultures and all of us coming together to talk about this because this is a universal topic. Vetted, have you gone to see Dune 2 yet? I actually got invited to a press screening. I still have those kind of credentials from my last podcast, so I get invited to a lot of press screenings to see movies early. And I got invited to one, but it was like at 8 in the morning, so I didn't go. So I'm going to go see it in IMAX with my buddies. Plus, anytime they do press screenings, they always show it on the worst screen possible, and the audio's bad and stuff. It's almost like not worth watching them. Unless it's just like a movie about a story or something. Does that make sense? Like some sort of visual juggernaut. Forget the press screenings. And again, they have them at 8 in the morning or something. Like, I didn't go. So, no, I haven't seen it yet, but I want to. Do you think Lou's documentary will have other first-hand witnesses because James Fox doc will? I don't know why it wouldn't, right? What else are you going to talk about? Again, there's only so much of this theorizing and speculating and this stuff that you can talk about, right? Everyone's like, okay, enough of that. Who are the people that have touched the craft already, right? Who are these people? Get them out here. You keep saying there's so many of them. Because that's the problem. Once we go there, there's no going back. Once we hear from first-hand witnesses, you're not going to care about second-hand, third-hand, fourth-hand witnesses, right? None of that will matter to you. You're only going to want to hear from people in the program, the people who touch this stuff. So I think a lot of people are maybe careful to bring that out because, again, there's no going back once we go to that. You're not going to accept anything else before that. You know what I mean? Once we cross that line, once that toothpaste comes out of the tube, which is fair. Why are you so certain that Diana is an active participant in a misinformation campaign? I'm not certain. I've never said that. Who said? Why are you saying that? Ryan Reason. I've never said that. I'm not certain. I don't know. That's why I'm asking questions. Does that make sense? I don't know. I know a lot of people have a tough time with me asking questions, and they immediately assume I'm anti-disclosure or it's not good for the topic. I always hear that. Patrick, this isn't good for the topic. As if that one person gets to control what's good for the topic. Does that make sense? So I don't know. Just a lot of questions. If anything, I feel bad for Diana. She's been lied to. And Chris has been lied to, right? I feel bad for them. They would want to know. Bad audio. What? What are you talking about? I don't know. Okay. You should do a vote on what people think the phenomena is. I don't know how to do a vote, guys, real quick. I'm not going to mess with that right now, but yes, I should. I need to get someone to help me the next time I go live and do this. Oh, man. Okay. Is that an original Close Encounters LP? Yes, it is. Boop. Yes, it is. You're welcome. Do you genuinely think David Grusch will be in the history books? It depends. He'll be in the history books. Will he be in the history books the way most people want him to be? Well, it depends if what he says checks out. And if it does, then hell yeah, man. You kidding me? Hey, he's the one, to me, that's given us the best chance to finding out. I mean, he's like, I got a list of 40 witnesses. I got places, people you need to go see. This is where it is. What more do you want from the guy? Who's your number one person to interview? That's a good question, to be honest with you. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know who would. David Grusch, probably. You should do an interview with Bob Lazar, George Nava, Jeremy Corbell. Of course. A lot of interviews I should do. Are you worried new advancements in AI will add more disinfo to the UFO topic? Absolutely. I think everyone is, right? How are we not all concerned with that? Now, granted, people have a tough time with videos and photos already because of visual effects, like capabilities. But yeah, AI is not going to help y'all. People are already using AI to create fake stories and fake LARP stories and fake stuff, right? Like, we're screwed with that. And not just in just disinformation and misinformation, period, about all kinds of topics. But yeah, absolutely. AI is but it could also help us. We could use then AI to determine videos and help us with videos and get reports and angles and, you know, breakdowns from videos that maybe in a way we couldn't. And potentially, remember there was, I did a story on this last year, potentially AI will be able to unredact documents. So stuff that's been redacted, it will be able to unredact it. Don't ask me how. So there, we could find new ways for AI to help us actually. But yes, could part of that be used against us? Yeah, it's just like the internet, right? Like the greatest thing to happen to humanity was all that information, and the worst thing to happen to humanity was all that information, right? So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. It's just like any tool. It's how you wield it. The results you get. So thanks guys for all the compliments and everything. I appreciate it. You guys are the real heroes, by the way. Honestly, that's why I work hard. That's why I put out a video every day. It's for y'all. Again, I like the comments to be for y'all. I like the comment section to be for y'all. That's why I don't jump in there too often, and when I do, I most of the time regret it. Because I'm just not good at typing. Yeah, I'm not good at typing. I'm good at this, talking. But I'm not good at typing. I'm not clever. I always screw it up. Oh, okay. Okay, dude. What can this one guy stop? Camo guy, can you stop putting the same thing? Tom DeLonge 1,000 times, bro. Please. Dibs on the show name unredacted. Hey, there you go. You're right. There's redacted, but not unredacted. Camo guy, sorry. Yeah, no problem, man. You just put like the same comment 100 times. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Wasted graphic designer athlete. Why do you never cover the Reddit leak of your criminal history? What? Oh, these people. Tom DeLonge knows stuff, man. Would you interview Chuck Schumer about the UAPDA? Yeah, of course I would. Are you kidding me? I would 100%. Guys, there's no one. Okay, dude. Look, man, I answered your question, but you're like dominating everything here, dude. So I got to hide you, bro. Sorry, man. Don't want to do that. Oh, I did the wrong one. God, this guy. Okay. Gosh, jeez, the spamming here is crazy. Oh, my God, another guy here. You know what? I'm just going to leave it, y'all. Okay, this is annoying here. Oh, guys, they made up this whole story about me on Reddit. I'm some like criminal. I don't even know what. Honestly, it's coming in too fast. I can't even block it. Look how many people are in here. Absolutely. Look how many people are coming in here to say that same thing. That's hilarious. See, this is what happens. The spammers, the trolls, they ruin it for y'all. They ruin it for everybody. That's what happens. That's why creators don't want to interact, because they're afraid of trolls. And they're afraid of these people like this. You need some mods. I do need some mods. This guy's ruining the damn... Oh, my God. How many accounts do they have? This is... Honestly, this is crazy. I can't get to all these people spamming us, dude. I don't know what to do, y'all. Add a mod for your chat. Okay, Sunstar Tequila. Who wants to be a mod? Tell me right now. And I will make you a mod right now. Let's start deleting those people. Okay. It's going so fast. I can't. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, Heiser Soze. Emily. Boom. Oh, there's Mike Disclosure, y'all. Mike, don't get rid of him. Leave Mike. Let him put what he wants. Think about this, y'all. A guy that hides his face, hides his name, is saying stuff about me. Think about how funny that is. You don't know who this guy really is, and he wants to talk about me. The irony there is hilarious. Why do you never cover the Reddit leak of your criminal history? This is hilarious. Yeah, look, there's a definitely concerted effort to try to silence Vetted, y'all. Like, it's crazy. Jamil. Look at this. They just came and took over the whole thing, y'all. We'll see. What's funny is Mike runs Disclosure Tonight. See, I don't go to their channel. I don't talk about them. I don't care. Because they don't really get any chats or people going there. Yeah, go ahead. Heiser Sose. Get rid of that guy. Sorry for spamming, bro. No, it's all good. Block his ass. Yeah. It's Mike Discharge. Again, they got mad. This is what happens, y'all. They just start coming up, making stuff. Am I perfect? Have I made mistakes in my past? Yeah. Who hasn't? Again, but a guy that doesn't even show his real face or his real name is going to tell me that I can't be trusted? Tell me how that makes sense. You know? Again, tell me how that makes sense. But anyone that wants to know about my history, all they have to do is listen to the Lone Star Plate podcast, because I've been very open and honest through all the different conversations that I've had with people about my past. I've made mistakes. We all have. Nothing crazy. You'd be like, oh, God, Patrick, I can't ever talk to you again. Of course not. Probably the same mistakes you've made. You know, drank a little. In my 20s, I drank a little too much. Experimented with drugs, you know. It's like into the world. I was in a band. What do you expect? I was touring around. You know, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. It's just, I've gotten some speeding tickets. All right. I think Jesus, I don't even know, y'all. Mike Disclosure. Look how many accounts Mike Disclosure has, y'all. This is kind of interesting to see this. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy that they're coming after me like this. Yeah, dude, they've banned me from Reddit, the Reddit mods as well. They don't want, if anyone posts any vetted video on Reddit, you will get banned. That's what the mods from UFOs told me, that my stuff isn't even allowed to be shared. And the mods, some of the mods told me that they have so many bots coming after me that they've never seen anything like it. I'm not joking. I have those messages. That's what they told me. They've never seen anything like it. It's like, what? Who's me? Little old me? What am I doing? It's so wrong. What are people so afraid of? You can put your chat on slow mode. That helps reduce the spam. Okay, Paradise Decay. Good. I don't know how to do that. So I got to learn the chat, y'all. And I'll get this figured out. But yeah, look, it's going to happen. People are going to come in. They're pardon me. They're going to say stuff. Whatever. I don't really care. I'm an open book. I show my real name. I show my real face. People can search me. You can background search me. You can background my history. I don't hide anything. That's the truth. What they're talking about is something where people just made up shit about me. Complete lies. And he wants me to talk about that. Why? Because Mike Disclosure is mad that I called him out for making up stories, which they did, and I busted him on it, and he's been upset about that ever since. Again, he hides his face and his name, but I can't be trusted. All right. I agree. You don't have to justify anything, bro. Completely irrelevant. I agree, man. 100%. I agree. F him. You were human? What do you mean, we're human? I am human. All right, oh my goodness. Thomas Souls, didn't someone try and hack you, impersonate you? Yes. A lot has happened, dude. Like, people made AI videos about me and shared them. made from AI of me saying things I didn't say. Now, granted, they did put AI, Patrick, so that does help. Yeah, I've seen Twitter accounts that they try to pretend to be me, other YouTube accounts that try to pretend to be me to spam this channel. I mean, that's what's going to happen, right? The more you look at Thomas Fessler, look at this guy. That is a YouTube content creator spamming this live stream right now, y'all. Him and Mike Disclosure. Think about that. Think about that. I don't ever go into their chat. I don't watch their shit. I don't care. But this is what they do with their time. Yeah, the Reddit hate it is wild. No, Ryan, I understood what you meant, man. Have you ever reached out to Jesse Michaels? Yes, absolutely. Would love to do an interview. I've tried for a long time to do an interview with him. I tried to get an interview with him over a year ago, to be honest with you, before he ever blew up, because I've been watching stuff for a long time. So, yes, absolutely. Have you ever watched Down the Rabbit Hole? Yes. Is that the Kelly Chase? Is that what you're talking about? She's awesome. Renee is a mod on Disclosure tonight. Yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry, Renee. I can't make you a mod. I actually did know that. Look, to be honest with you, there's a lot of people in here that aren't who they say they are. I hate to say that. Again, for some reason, Vetted has just pissed a lot of people off, man. I don't know why. Daniel Sheehan. Look, I'm still trying to get that Daniel Sheehan interview. I would love to talk to him. He has a phenomenal history. You know, and I respect that history. I just have questions about the claims he's made, you know, about the different stuff he said. But he would be a fascinating person to talk to. A lot of these people would be fascinating to talk to. Sage Sleuth says, it happens to all creators no matter the community. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. The more they come after you. Yeah, trust me. It's, y'all don't even see the emails I get from people. Like, look how many accounts they're creating, y'all. Is that not psychotic? Look how many accounts they're creating to post in here. They're not creating them in the moment. What does that tell you? They already have them created. They're just switching to them, right? And that should show you how many accounts they're running on YouTube. You want to know how many accounts I run on YouTube? How many? One. You know? I everything is through Vetted. Again, I'm transparent. Here's my name. Here's my face. Everything you want to know about me. Stay motivated, bro. Oh, yeah. Look, on my last podcast, the Lone Star Plate, covering the Melissa Lucio stuff y'all were asking about, I got death threats for that. I had to move because people found out where I live and they came to my house. So, dude, these Thomas Fessler and Mike Disclosure are a joke. Trust me. There's nothing they could do to me. My history is open. I'm open to it. I don't care. You know what I mean? They look ridiculous, to be honest with you. They look shady. It makes them look shady, and it makes them look ridiculous. And I don't even like talking about it. We should probably try to ignore them. Yeah, we're trying, man. I feel bad for the people I made mods because they're having to just delete. I hate that. Daniel, yes. What's up, buddy? Yes, man. I'm going to make you a mod, too. If y'all haven't already, Daniel Clancy, you see him there. Go check out an interview on his channel. He's awesome. Check out his stuff. Great dude. Your arc is climbing, Pat. Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening, y'all. It's all good. Again, the stuff I went through on Lone Star Plate is nothing compared to this, if I'm being honest. Nothing. That was a real situation. This is just a couple dudes that run a YouTube channel who are upset, right? Trying to smear me. Now, think about this. They were upset that David Grusch got smeared from his past, and then they do that to me. Think about that. They don't think these things through, y'all. But they don't get any engagement. Nobody watches their show. You know, they think they have insider information, but really they're just being used by people, and that probably upsets them. You know what I mean? And look how many accounts they have. Look at all this. They think this makes them look good. Having all these burner accounts that they're popping in with and trolling this community. They're trolling the community, not me right now. They're trolling all of y'all. They're screwing up y'all's live stream, y'all's chat. They think this is helpful. They think people are going to go to their channel and be like, yeah, you're awesome. They're literally hurting their brand. But this is, granted, they don't think about this stuff. You know, they clearly don't take it further, if that makes sense. This is what they focus on. Yeah, one of the mods doing a great job. All of y'all are doing a great job. All right, I'm going to add more there. Hey, I'm learning all this stuff. I'm learning, baby. I'm learning. Can you try to get Ryan Bledsoe on? You know, that's a great question, man. Honestly, who said that? Dez. Yes, great question. Yes, I do want to have the Bledsoes on. So my goal with that is to first interview Grant Cameron, this guy Mark Olson, who's going to be, in my opinion, someone I'm really looking forward to talking to be frank with you, and Nicole. We're going to do our interview first, us four, and then I want to talk to the Bledsoes next, hopefully, if they will, Chris especially, and just get to the bottom of this, right? This Tim Taylor guy. And honestly, Chris Bledsoe's stories are fascinating. They are fascinating. And he's a Southern guy. I relate to Southern people and that Southern draw and that Southern charm. And I relate to that a lot, to be honest with you. So definitely would look forward to... we know what you do. Look at that. I can't believe they think this is helping their channel. DYO Camo Guy says, please interview Tom DeLonge. Yeah, man, I'd love to. There's a lot of people I want to talk to. It's just there's nothing I can do about it. You know, I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to get the interviews. Just some of these people just don't want to come on. Now, we have a booker. I have a booker that I work with, and I'm going to get her involved to try to start reaching out and see if we can make it happen that way. But I've been trying to do it personally, so we'll see if maybe that'll change some stuff. We got your back, Pat. No, I appreciate you guys. Look at this, Patrick. We know what you did to the children. What children? What are you talking about? This is their strategy to make people hate me. Do they not realize this just makes them look horrific, right? This is Rick Doty, by the way, doing this right now. This is Mike Disclosure, Rick Doty, and Thomas Vessler. So think about that for a second. Rick Doty, I thought he changed. Thought he's not this man. Look what he's doing right here. This is what they're doing. Now, is Luis Elizondo behind this, Thomas and Mike? Did they tell you to do this? You got to be real careful, man. You're representing these people. You know? You got to be real careful. Laugh it off, mate. But I'm definitely laughing it off. What? Of course, yes. It's not true. So it's crazy. Like, show the stuff, guys. If you got the evidence, bring it out. Where are you at? Bring the evidence. Show all the bad stuff I did. Show the evil person I am. Guys, I've been in the public eye for years. All my stuff is out. I'm very open about anything that I've done. Or again, I haven't done anything that bad. It's crazy. But this is what you do when you're not happy with somebody and what they're saying. You attack their character for no reason. Mirageman coming out. That's it, man. You guys are seeing in real time Rick Doty, Thomas Fessler, and Mike Disclosure. You're seeing it in real time. Can you interview Dr. Michael Moran? Is that the guy that was on Project Unity? Is that who you're talking about? Tom DeLonge went on Jimmy Church's podcast 2016. Yeah, Tom DeLonge's been on lots of podcasts, man. I would definitely love to interview him. Patrick, what's your opinion of Billy Carson? That's an interesting story. I don't really have an opinion, but it's fascinating. I need to do another Bob Lazar video, to be honest with you. Been waiting for a chance to see Patrick interact with the fans again. I agree, man. No, we're definitely going to do this again. I don't care about these trolls coming in. Yes, Dr. Markham was on Project Unity. Blew my mind. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know. I haven't watched the full thing yet, so I need to see it and see what it's about. But he worked for DARPA or something. Question, would you have Mark Pilkington for a guest? Do you know him? Why does that name sound familiar? Mark Pilkington. Yeah, I can't remember who that is. Billy Carson. Oh, geez. Okay. I really hope aliens are real. Yeah, man, me too. Can the trolls shut up? I'm waiting for Patch to answer my question. Sorry, Layla. Where is it? Where's your question? Did I miss it, Layla? I'm sorry. Leia. Sorry, not Layla. Leia. This is making me want to start a channel. Yeah, I get it. So, Patrick, do you think Lazar is legitimate? I'm still on the fence. Yeah, I hear you. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm on the fence. I did, at the new year, I decided, fresh start. I'm going to, in the spirit of disclosure, UAP disclosure, I'm going to, give Bob Lazar a fresh chance, a fresh perspective, and take a look at his story with fresh eyes. So that's what I've been doing. So, yeah, I'm on the fence about it. It's intriguing. It's a fascinating story, right? That's for sure. Flying dogs are entertaining. Oh, An Idiot Abroad. Mark, that's who you're talking about? Mark, that guy who's friends with Ricky Gervais and all that? Why would I talk to him? I thought he's hilarious. Keep doing you, bro. We support you. Thanks, guys. Some pretty amazing audios on UFO pilots on Reddit. Oh, that's interesting. You should do some merch that says, yeah, I get it. We do have merch coming, y'all. I do, tomorrow's video, I'm going to be making an announcement about that. Yeah, look, I'll give you all a little sneak preview. I had to get a vetted beanie, y'all, since I wear so many vetted beanies. And I like shirts, so I got a vetted shirt. And what else here? I had to get the stuff in first. Before I, make sure it's good before I, tell you all about it. And I got a coffee mug since I drink coffee all the time. But yeah, I'll be sharing all that stuff. We're going to get that going. What are your thoughts on Mick West? I have no problems with Mick West, but yeah, he does what he does. It's not the angle I would take, but it's his life. He can do what he wants with it. Patrick, have you thought about getting a backup account just in case? No. A shirt that says, y'all, absolutely. Still playing the guitar, bro? Yep. I'll never stop playing guitar. I've been playing music a long time. I love playing music. I know a lot of musicians, probably a lot of people you would know through Lone Star Plate and through my own musical career. I made friends with a lot of awesome people in the music industry. Let's just say that. And I might be bringing them on to the podcast. To be honest with you, I thought about it. What if I brought some celebrities on that I know that we could talk UFOs, right? Kind of get their perspective. Where are they at with this, you know? Because a lot of them ask me what's going on. So that could be an interesting, some interesting interviews with people you would know who they are. So we'll see. I am blocking the trolls. No, you guys are awesome, man. Honestly, really, I mean that. They're trying hard, though. Tom DeLonge spilled the beans 2016, I'm saying. Yeah. I remember he went on. Yeah, everyone knows that. Yes, he went on Joe Rogan famously, right? TTSA. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I would love to have him on, to be honest with you. I really would. Oh, Carl. Yeah, idiot brought us Carl, not Mark. Yes, you're right. Well, what a great show, by the way, that was. I'm really into British humor, and I love Ricky Gervais, and I that show, An Idiot Abroad, that guy is absolutely hilarious. Finally vetted shirts. Yes, it's coming, y'all. Cool shirts, beanies, again, just if you want it, it's there. I'll be making that'll be my video tomorrow. I got a Patreon to announce too. I want to make sure I did that right. I came up with the right sort of Patreon that I could offer to people that had value. So it took me a long time to come up with that and make sure that what I offer has value to you guys, because that's very important to me, that I offer value, that I value, because I value y'all's time. I value y'all's opinions too, but y'all's time, the fact that you click on a video, the fact that you subscribe, the fact that you take the time to watch a video or comment or like or whatever, that means a lot to me. I value people's time. So keep asking questions. This community needs someone like you. Thank you so much. Sally Dobrinsky, make it make sense mug. Dude, yes, Sally, you're right. Yes, so my goal was to put out just regular vetted, just, with the logo, right? Just keep it simple, and then talk to y'all, do some polls, and find out some specific, catchphrase shirts that would be cool. Make it make sense. Y'all, I don't know, right? Y'all would help me come up with different stuff. Maybe some stuff y'all say, TTSA folded now? No, not all the way. So To the Stars Academy, it didn't fold. It reorganized, let's just say. And now they're just focusing on entertainment. So the Academy part is gone. It's just to the Stars. You bringing up these questions about Tim Taylor, bringing the whole narrative into question is going to bring you a lot more trolling, 100%. Yeah, absolutely. And look, those guys are not going to stop. Mike Disclosure. What's the other guy's name? I already forgot their names. Rick Doty and the other guy. And look, what's funny is the other guy and Mike Disclosure, like, they don't even like each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? The one will talk shit about the other guy behind his back. That's what's funny. It's like so funny. Those guys they troll each other. I have had people from their show reach out to me privately and tell me stuff about them that I don't even share. A lot of people send me stuff privately about people, but I don't share it because I don't care. If it's not UFOs, I don't care. You know what I mean? And the stuff that I criticize them about had to do with UFOs. But of course, they don't come at me with the UFO stuff. They go personal because that's who they are. But again, I'm glad everyone's seeing this in real time. Y'all can all see real time. Rick Doty still at it. Mike Disclosure, that other guy, Disclosure Tonight, right? They're still at it. Look at them. Ruining their brand right here. Ruining their image. Hilarious. Oh gosh. Okay. Do you ever get UFO fatigue? Absolutely. Tucker Carlson just interviewed Grusch. Wait, you talking about before DIY camo guy? That happened like last year. Or do you mean another interview? Yes, I do get UFO fatigue. I don't know how anyone doesn't. All right. I'm getting me a vetted shirt. We need a V-pin badge too. That's a good idea. Actually, we don't have I got stickers on there on the store, but not pins. That's a good idea. Monkey Boy. Oh, Monkey Boy. I always see your comments, man. You always leave great comments, by the way. A lot of y'all do. I see a lot of familiar names and faces, and I do love reading the comments, y'all. Every video, I do go through and read, even though I don't comment necessarily. I read a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of great conversations that happen, and a lot of people leave. I learn a lot, if I'm being honest. I learn stuff. Again, I may not comment, I may not say anything, but I pay attention. I learn a lot of stuff from y'all. I do. So thank y'all. I don't actually get to say that to y'all very much. So, Jesus, it's 4 a.m. here, and I don't want to leave the session early. Cost me justice. Oh, no. I get it. I've been there. Oh, my gosh. We respect that, Patrick. We watch. No, man, I respect y'all. I mean that 100%. Dude, y'all are just awesome people. And look, most of us, right, we just want to know what's going on, right? We're all in different parts of the journey. Some of us have had personal experiences. Some of us haven't. And we're all just on this together, man. No disrespect. We all just want to know what's going on. Give me the power. Okay, Crow. All right, buddy, you got it. I don't know if they're still here, but go for it. Daily vetted addiction, fun to listen to while I work in the RW. I get it. Watching from Manchester, UK. Yes. Love the UK. I do love the UK, man. Oh, God. Okay. Audio issues. I was so disappointed. Yeah, I was so sorry, y'all, about the video coming up with the audio issues. I appreciate you forgiving me, Jamil. I mean that. I did not mean that. I just never have. I mean, a couple times I've had some audio issues, but for some reason on that one clip, I don't know. The rest of it worked because I checked the original. But even on my original file, it was screwed up. So I don't think it was me uploading it to YouTube. So anyway, it happens. It happens. And look what I did. I immediately jumped in and did a live stream, right? To take care of it. And look, it kind of worked out. Maybe the universe talking to us said, Patrick, you know what? You need to connect with these people. It's 2:10. How long have I been live streaming? I don't even know how long. An hour and a half. Holy Jesus. My God, I've been an hour and a half. No wonder these live streams go long. I don't even know how many people are watching. I don't know anything, y'all. I'm just reading comments. Blackpool, UK here. Very cool. Man, great UK crowd that watches Vetted and Australian crowd that watches Vetted. I think even some from New Zealand. Canada, America here, right? So cool. Loved it. There's this whole, right, like international. So cool. Rochester, New York. Dude, awesome. Oh, I love New York. I've been to Rochester. I lived in Lancaster, PA. Used to go up to New York all the time. Used to go up to Syracuse to gamble. Those are the old days. Remember mods say, you have been vetted. That's right, Jason. Jason Pemberfoot. That's right. You get a stamp. You've been vetted. Bam. Would you do a listener experience show? A listener experience show? If there's ever a full incoming info. What do you mean by that, AG? Do you mean like people that have had experiences to a show? Is that what you mean? Because if that's what you mean, yeah, absolutely. Miami, look at that. Florida, Toronto, Guatemala, vámonos. Hostia, para los que hablan español, sí, hablo español. That's right. Yes, I'm bilingual, y'all. Germany. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? So nice here without the trolls. Absolutely. UK, yeah, man. So cool. Dude, look at that. London. Dude, London. I had such a great time in London when I went. Right before the pandemic. Had an absolute blast. Shout out to my friends out there in London. Okay, Jamil, I got you. But I don't know how many mods I have. Now I have like 15 mods. You know, we need it with all that. Germany, hello from Essex. Oh, sweet. I think Essex is where I stayed, where they told me Patrick, you're going to stay in London. It's a bit stabby there. It's a bit stabby. This is what they told. One of my friends told me, who's from England, who was living in the States. I was like, I'm going to London. He's like, where are you staying? I showed him this Airbnb I had, and he's like, Patrick, it's a bit stabby there. It's a bit stabby. I've never heard that. It's a bit stabby. Anyway, so funny. Anyway, that's my horrific English accent. My apologies to y'all. Watching from Belfast, Northern Ireland. Hell yeah, that is awesome. When I was up there in England, I didn't get to go to Scotland or Ireland, and I want to go so bad. So I'm definitely planning a trip to do that. More Guatemala, Florida. Dude, love Florida. I wanted to live in Miami. I love Florida. I got a lot of family there. The Fort Lauderdale area. Actually, my grandfather lived in Ocala, Silver Spring specifically, if you're familiar with that part of Florida. I'm from Toronto. Love Toronto. Been there one time, and I loved it. Great, great city. Central Florida, that's what I'm talking about. Central Florida, Ryan Reason. The Netherlands here. I always wanted to go to the Netherlands. I lived in Europe for 2 years, y'all, and there was so much I didn't get to see because I was working. I had to work a lot. So I didn't get to travel as much as I wanted to be honest with you. South Carolina, boom, that's what I'm talking about. Mars. Damn, you got a good signal, bro. What are your favorite Mexican dishes? Tacos al pastor, vámonos, no hay otra cosa. That was such an Irish accent. Yeah, I don't know what kind of accents I have, y'all. Tengo una pregunta, dime, Laia. Patrick, if you have a chance, look at the short video photos of the UAP and my wife witnessed from our back garden in 2022. It kept dematerializing silver on high altitude. Okay. I don't know how to see that. I think it's Jacobit. I don't know how to say your name, bro. But sure, send me. My email's in the About Us in the YouTube channel page. If you go to the About Us, my email's there. You can email me. India. Nice. I worked with a lot of Indian people in restaurants. Great people. And Turkish as well. Lebanese. Kurdish, watching from France. Je ne sais pas parler français. Florida is wild, Ella. Yes, it is. Detroit, Michigan. Detroit. That's what I'm talking about. I've always wanted to go to Detroit, man. Motor City. Come on. I can't believe I've never been there. Love your accent. Very cool. Thanks. Ontario. Wow. Dude, I haven't really checked out a lot of Canada, and I feel horrible about that. Gainesville, Florida, food trucker here. Wait, you got a food truck? Thomas Fowler? I had a food truck in Austin for 5 years. Fellow food truck. Boom. Love that. Mad respect for that. That is hard work, y'all. Hardest I ever worked in my life running a food truck for 5 years. I worked 7 days a week. Man, I must have worked over 100 hours a week. I'm not joking. I'm not joking when I say that. For years straight. That's no joke. That's why I love this job. West Palm Beach. Okay. Love from Italy. Ay. Como se dice? Buenísimo. Would you ever make a video on the Turkish UAP? Yes, actually. That video is fascinating, right? Where it like shows the occupants in there. Yes, absolutely. Phoenix Lights here in Sweden. Sweden, dude, great people in Sweden. I did the Camino de Santiago. If you're familiar with Europe, they have this pilgrimage called the Camino de Santiago. And I did that. I met so many people from across the world that I walked with and got to know and talk with. And I remember these two dudes from Sweden, coolest people, man. We had such a great time. He had a big bowl of hash, this guy that I met. Hans, this big bowl of hash, bro. I'm not joking. It was this like a small coconut. It looked like a coconut. Hashish. Yes, we enjoyed some hashish and wine on the Camino. You heard about... It's funny if someone said Zeddy reticuli in the house. Yeah, I agree. Remember that one video y'all I made, and I couldn't get that word out. I was like, Zeddy rye, licky lie, licky me. I didn't know how to say it. Oh, man. I'll never forget that. Bring me some tacos, my boy. What? Bring me some tacos. I'm live streaming. The fuck? It's kind of funny how Dr. Stephen Gray has been talking about T-Sound and Brown for like 30 years, and now all of a sudden people are talking about him. Fair. That's a fair comment. Fowlers love our food trucks. Oh, yeah, I love food trucks. Now I'm craving old school R&B. Oh, what kind? What are we talking about? Mr. Telephone Man. Anyone know that song? Come on. Show my age there. Got to call it a night. Good night, Vetters. Good night, Cosmic Justice. Thank you. Daniel says you should come up with some basic mod rules, like who you don't want us to touch or what kind of messages you don't want action. Wouldn't want unruly censor your audience. No, I hear you. I mean, this was an extreme circumstance, so we just had to, all hands on deck, right? It was like we were sinking, and we had to get that water out of the boat. So, yeah, fair enough. I've live streamed before on the channel. I've never had anything like that had to happen. But yes, you're right, Daniel. You're 100% right. I want to go to Turkey to see Göbekli Tepe so bad. Dude, Emily, 100%. Emily McKenzie saying that. I want to see that too. Let me get the super chat, y'all. Please ask Father, please ask Father Spideron Bailey on to talk about the UFO phenomenon from Orthodox Christian perspective. Thanks for your time, effort, and insight. Thank you for your super chat and your comment. I've never heard of that person, but yeah, that would be an unbelievable conversation to have, to be honest with you. Absolutely. Yes, Daniel, light hands. I agree. I mean, just anything that's not, I don't want anything deleted. Just those crazy, Mike Disclosure, Rick Doty, and the other guy that were here doing that stuff. Like that's really all I wanted. Everyone else, because I don't delete comments, y'all. I know that gets said a lot I'll see that in the YouTube, comments are getting deleted. It's not me. I leave every comment. Because, again, the comments are not for me. They're for y'all, in my opinion. Like, that comment section is y'all's. So I just leave every comment, unless it's just horrifically vile, which is, like, so rare. Now, some comments get separated, and I have to approve them. And I only do that once a day. So your comment may not show up right away, but then I'll approve it, and it'll show up later, right? So that happens sometimes. They get held for review. Even though I have it set in my settings to not hold anything for review, it still does it. YouTube still does it, even without me saying anything. Now, is YouTube deleting comments on their own? I guess that's possible. I have just seen no evidence for that. But I promise I'm not deleting any comments. That's just not what I do. Again, I just leave it all. Transparency. Just leave it all. Y'all, good and bad. Even the comments that people make about me. Your live chat is good, Patrick. Hey, man, I've enjoyed this. This has been so much fun. I got to admit. Anyone think Patrick could pass as Colin Farrell's brother? Yeah, I've got that a lot. Probably my whole life, to be honest with you. Love Colin Farrell. What was that movie he just did? The Banshees of Inisherin. So good. In Bruges. So good. Forget that guy, Mike McDowell, Mark McDowell. I can't remember his name. The director. Anyway. Además de los Bledsoe, podrías entrevistar a otros contactos como Debbie Jordan Gaubia. No sé cómo se dice eso. Pues sí, no me importaría, Laia. Hay muchas entrevistas que tengo que hacer, la verdad. Pero como te digo, es que hago vídeos diario, ¿no? Entonces, puedo mezclar una entrevista aquí y acá, ¿me entiendes? You getting the bilingual live chat today, y'all. Okay, what is the band you were playing? I want to hear it, please. Oh, God, no. You don't ever want to hear that music. Maybe one day I'll share it. I work more in restaurants and hotels, but I've had mad respect for food trucks, chefs, owners. Yeah, I worked in restaurants before that, too. That's how I got into it. That's why I lived in Europe. I went over there to work in restaurants and study culture and wine and that sort of thing. I became a sommelier, a level 1 sommelier back in 2009-ish. I was running a wine bar, and I wanted to learn more, so I went over there and worked. But, yeah, I always worked fine dining for the most part, you know. Tried to work with the best chefs that I could and learn, you know. And then it said, I'm going to do my own thing because I'm creative. And I did, and it was successful, and I sold it and got into podcasting and loved every second of it. Got more y'alls where this y'alls came from. That's right. All right. I don't know if I should be wrapping this up, y'all. Y'all tell me in the comments, do I need to be wrapping up this live stream, or y'all getting tired of it? I can keep going. I'd like to smoke some barbecue, some haggis, and make chili with it. Okay. As a fellow Southerner, I'm glad you're going to keep saying y'all. Hell yeah, man. I'm me. I don't stop being me. Ever. And you shouldn't either. But you look like the lead singer of Bush. Yeah, I've gotten that too. Glycerine. I've also got what's his name? Andrew. Who's that guy that played Spider-Man? God, I can't think of his name. I get him a lot, actually. Set my alarm for 6 p.m. each day. Next episode, Patrick speak pretty good Spanish. Claro que hablo. ¿Qué dices que hablo en español? Yeah, my mom's from Mexico City. I grew up speaking Spanish, bilingual household. And then when I moved to Spain, I had to learn a different kind of Spanish because they speak Castellano. It's very different. And there's actually a lot of dialects in Spain, not just Castellano, right? They have Catalan, they've got Gallego, they've got Valenciano. You've got up in San Sebastian, right? So there's a lot of different dialects there. Were you Amish in Lancaster? No, but I knew a lot of Amish people. You know, the Amish, it's funny. They're the best people you go see to have them work on your machinery. So if your lawnmower breaks or your, you know, whatever breaks, they fix it, even though they're not allowed to use that stuff. But they're the best mechanics. That was always the funny part. And they make great food, great pies, like mushu fly. What is it? Shoe fly pies. Great stuff. Great food. Okay. Alex, just wanted to say, not yesterday, biologics could only be medication. Tyler was experiencing Kenton's with, and he, cider, lion, short lie, he planned the experiments. I don't know what that means, but I'm trying to read that. Just wanted to say, yesterday, biologics could only be medication. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. That's possible. I don't know. So if that's what you're saying, okay, I don't know. I'm definitely digging into that more, so that will be a part of the story too. That is one of the parts I do want to focus on. So thank you, Alex, for saying that. I need to look into that. Andrew Garfield, that's who it is. Yes, Andrew Garfield. But that was when my hair was shorter. I'm thinking of getting my hair cut, by the way. I've never had long hair. It's the first time I've grown it out, kind of last year and a half. I've always had short hair. And my girl wants me to get rid of it. But then every once in a while she'll be like, oh, but it looks good. So I don't know. Alex, Alex, thank you so much. You don't have to put all that, man. Biologics was just experimented with mess, and Tyler didn't fly in shuttle. Oh, he planned experiment. Okay, I see what you're saying. He didn't actually fly in the shuttle. He planned the experiment. Someone else went and did it. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, fair. That's interesting. Alex, what do you think about all that? What do you think about Tyler and those trips, right? My Spanish teacher was Basque. Yeah, exactly. I'm in Mexico now, and people always comment about my accent. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, see, they have it's totally different. Because I grew up on Mexican Spanish, and it is different. My mom is what you would consider chilanga. She's from DF. Toby Maguire? No, I don't look like Toby Maguire. I have to bounce. Much love. I'll be contacting you, Patrick. Okay, sounds good, Lucas. Question, what are your beliefs on the use of hallucinogenics for contact experiences with NHI? That's an interesting question, actually. I almost, that needs to be its own video, to be frank. That's a great video idea. That's a great suggestion. I don't have any problem with it. I don't have a problem with anything wants to do. Now, me personally, I don't want to try to contact NHI. I don't want to do that. But people take DMZ and say they contact, interdimensional beings. I don't know. Maybe I would try it. 20 years ago, I'd be all over it. Now I'm in my 40s. And I'm boring. I'm boring now. All right, guys, I'm going to do 10. Let's do 15 more minutes. I'm going to go to 2:45 my time for live chat, and then I'm out. I've got to take out my dogs, y'all. Do a show with the guys from The Big Thing. You know what? I did this Twitter space recently, and I spoke with a guy that works with them, who's a collaborator. He helps Christian with the show, and we've been talking. So, yeah, that might happen. We'll see. Every day is a gift, y'all. Absolutely. Joanna says, ripping my vape. All right, let's do it. I got a vape. Someone said they were from India earlier. This is from India. A friend of mine, sous chef that I worked with from India, gave me these. He brought these from India. Someone's like, Patrick's got a goblet. After hashish is when the crazy guitar happens. Yeah, that's funny. No haircut. Growing my kid's hair out. Okay. Don't chop the locks. All right. Fair enough. Dude, I thought you would grow it as long as mine. I don't know, Daniel. Again, I'm not used to long hair. It's a lot of work. I hate the work. I'm used to short hair. You can just, boom, boom. It's easy to deal with. Easy peasy. Anyone stay up for this SpaceX launch? Was there a SpaceX launch last night or something? What's going on? Did I not know about that? Hi, Patrick. I'm tuning in from Yorkshire, UK. Dude, much love to my UK friends. Next time I go to the UK, I promise I'm going to try to get a little vetted get-together out there. And we'll do that. You should cover the crop science episode of the Y-Files and maybe loop in Kevin Newth to parse some of the actual physics likelihood of the electrogravitics. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I need to watch that episode. There's a few episodes of Wi-Fi I haven't had a chance to catch up on just because I've been busy with my own stuff. You know what I mean? Gonna watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and fall asleep now. Have a good one. Great movie. Love that movie. Come on. Who doesn't love a little party on, Ted? Whatever whatever the movie is. To use y'all correctly, first see if this is right in your sentence. All of you. I think you're misunderstanding how y'all is used. Y'all is used however the F we want. There are no rules with y'all. Are you doing great? And maybe meets or a live audience with your viewers going city to city? I mean, I don't have that many viewers, okay, to do some tour. Let's all do ayahuasca. Man, I don't know. I'm kind of scared to try it, but not scared to try it. It's one of those weird things, right? I would love to try it. Dude, y'all have been so awesome on this live chat, by the way. Oh, there's my dogs barking. And another dog outside. They want to go out. Rocket, yesta. Para. My dog Rocket, he's from Spain. I brought him back from Spain. There was a SpaceX launch. Okay, I need to check that out. I actually didn't know that. Dallas here, y'all. Okay, I'm in Dallas too. Dallas love, y'all. DFW. I grew up here in DFW. Love DFW. Always come back to it eventually, right? Dog speaks Spanish. Well, he doesn't speak Spanish, but he understands Spanish. Yes, he's bilingual. ¿Verdad, Rocket? Te están hablando. Ven aquí. Ven aquí, Rocket. Okay. Here he is, y'all. This is my little boy. Rocket is from Spain. Found him in Granada. He used to live in a town called Granada. Found him underneath a castle. He had been abandoned. He was a little puppy, so we took him in and saved him, rescued him. And then when moved back to the States, brought him. He's my little buddy. What do y'all think? He barks Spanish. Yes, he does. Look at him. Look at me. Ay, qué bueno, mi niño. Ay, ay, ay. Di hola a toda la gente, Rocket. Mira. Diles hola. Oh. Okay, buddy. Ay, vámonos a bajar. Anda. Ay, good boy. Okay, yes. All right, guys, I got like 10 minutes left. Get your questions in. Great Danes. Yeah, Great Danes are awesome. He is a babe. He is, man. I love pets, man. Love dogs. Matt Ford yesterday. Yeah, the Good Trouble Show. Yeah, it's a good show, man. They've been doing some great stuff, covering a lot of stuff. I love all the stuff on the Wikipedia. I was with them on that, man. I did not agree with Mick West on the whole Wikipedia stuff, just like at all. At all. I'm not a fan of all that. I'm glad that Rob, I think his name is Rob Heatherly, and Good Trouble Show are covering that and doing the work that they did. Absolutely. Not a fan of how Wikipedia runs their stuff. Got to run. Yes, thank you guys. You sure he wasn't guarding the castle and you stole him from his position, LOL? That's funny. No, he definitely was not. Although they do have scenarios like that there where these German in Spain at certain old, buildings, ancient stuff, especially on the coastline, they'll have these German shepherds that live on top of these buildings, these old structures, and people come and take care of them. But they're there to guard the structures. Isn't that cool? You just see them on top of these roofs looking around and looking. It's crazy. So cool. Never seen anything like that. Oh, was about first responder interaction. Got it. Okay. Well, that's great that they're doing that, to be honest with you. Yeah, it would be awesome to get David Grusch on here, man. No one agrees with Mick West harder than Mick West. Yeah, that's that's probably true. Everyone have a blessed day. Absolutely. Stay amazing. Yes. Couldn't find your email. In the About Us page, my email is there. It's my YouTube, the YouTube channel. If you go to About Us, look, whatever. It's patrick@vetted.show. There you go. patrick@vetted.show. Just email me. All good. Is your dog a patterjack? I've never heard that term in my life, Sir Gambit, but I don't know. Sir Gambit. God, that sounds familiar. I feel like you emailed me or something. Didn't you? Your name sounds familiar. No, he's not. He's a like a Spanish Greyhound mix. He actually has a passport and everything. He had to have one to move here. Patrick, will you talk to Jesse Michaels? I would love to. Yes. Jesse Michaels would be awesome. Again, tried to reach out. He's just busy. Again, I don't know why certain people don't want to come on the show. Again, look, some people think that the show is clickbaity, and it's like, I don't know what to tell people. Like, they clearly don't watch the show. Do some of my titles and thumbnails push the line of certain things? Yeah, okay. I can see that. But I need to get eyeballs on this channel. I need to get eyeballs on the videos, y'all. Otherwise, I can't keep doing this, right? If people don't watch it, I can't keep doing it. It's that simple. If people don't like, share the videos, right? Like, view them, comment, I have to stop doing this. So, yes, I have to entice people to click on the videos. There's no question. Anyone that does anything, that's what you do. Come on, man. The Red Cube video. Have you seen it? Red Cube video? What are you talking about? No, Jay Blizzard. I don't know what you're talking about. Could you interview other contactees like Debbie, Jordan? Yeah, yes, Laila. Absolutely. Sí. No me importaría. No depende de mí. Los entrevistas no depende de mí. Depende de la gente si lo quieren hacer. I just got a new puppy. Hey, there you go. Did he have to be quarantined? Yes. 24 hours. That was back in 2012. It's a long time ago. Rocket's old. Rocket's getting old, y'all. I wish, yes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all the compliments, y'all. I don't do well with compliments, to be honest with you. People compliment me. It's like, I don't know what to say. So thank y'all. Y'all are awesome. Y'all are the awesome ones. Patrick, you ever seen a UFO? No. At first, I thought several times there's something weird, and then I figure out what it is. But no. You need to get Ross Coulter on the show. It would break the internet. Well, I don't know if it'd break the internet, but I would definitely love to do that. Again, a lot of these people we've reached out to, they just don't want to come on the show for whatever reason. Again, many reasons, right? It could be they just don't like me. They don't like the show. They don't think the show's big enough. They don't like the questions I may gonna ask. They may just not like my attitude. I don't know, right? There's a million reasons. Or they just don't want to do it, period. It's their prerogative, right? I can't force people. But I don't want to start this thing of like, oh, they're scared to come on vetted. I don't know that. Could that be true? Yeah, it could be, but there's a lot of other reasons people could have for not coming on the show, and I respect that. It's up to them. Will I keep trying? Absolutely. And the more y'all tweet at them, comment in their section, hey, man, you need to go on vetted. Hey, man, you need to go on vetted. They'll eventually get the picture, and maybe they'll be forced to do it, you know. But I don't want to force anybody either. I want to have conversations on here. Again, just have questions. I respect pretty much everyone in this community, except for people like the people that spammed us today, right? That channel, Disclosure Tonight, and those guys. Like, of course I don't respect people like that. I mean, just look what they did to my channel. I would never go to their channel and do that. That's so unprofessional and so disrespectful. Make your own video about me, but don't come to my chat. And I mean, that's so unprofessional and so like anti-creator, from creator to creator. I mean, they don't understand. Right? They don't get it. They think it's going to hurt me and hurt the channel, and no one's going to. What they want is for people to stop watching vetted. They want for y'all to stop watching the show. They want for y'all to hate me, and they want for y'all to watch them, I guess. But my whole thing is let people decide on their own what they want to do. I make a video every day, and hopefully people show up to watch. You know, and do the best I can. And I care. I take the time. Again, y'all's time that y'all give me, I take very seriously. I do. I take that very seriously. That's why immediately when that video didn't work, I popped on with the live. Because I was, you know, seeing that in the, that disappointed me. That I'd let y'all down. That really bothered me. Y'all have no idea. I'm going to be thinking about that mistake for a while. That's how I am. Oh gosh. I'm missing a lot. I'm sorry. Only the brave can be vetted. Yes. Lou will come to your channel. Just make sure to email the boss, his wife. I've reached out to his manager, who also sets up interviews. So we'll see. I don't know. Remember, Disclosure Tonight, Thomas, all those guys that spammed, those guys are all connected to Lou. So I don't know if Lou's going to come on this channel. I don't know if Lou had anything to do with that. But see, that's the problem when they do stuff like that. People start to connect Lou to them. And they make Lou look bad. You know what I mean? It's not smart. Y'all were awesome, dude. Y'all were so awesome. Especially all the mods that stepped up. Everyone was willing to step up and help out. And that's what it's about, man. I can't do this on my own, and you can't do it on your own. But we can work together to have these conversations, right, and move this topic forward. That's all it is. You know, we have to work together because we can't do it on our own. And I can't do this on my own. I'm definitely going to be doing more live chats, y'all. Okay, I got about a minute left, and then I'm going to sign off, okay? So I'm definitely going to do more of these. I really respect the hell out of y'all. I mean that. Thank y'all for sticking around. Thank y'all for the support of everything you provide. Just know that I work hard for y'all. Just know that I take that very seriously, y'all's support of this channel. I work hard to every day put out a video, and I've never missed a day since I started doing this back in September. Not once, you know. And I make sure to try to bring good content as I can. I don't, you know, I'm not batting 1,000, right? Clearly, every video is not perfect. That's not going to happen. But just know that I take y'all's commitment to this channel very seriously. Every subscriber, every comment, every view, every like, it all means something to me. So thank y'all very much. I couldn't do this without y'all. All right, y'all. That's going to be it for me. Again, thank y'all so much for everything y'all do. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everything will be working. And I promise we're going to do more live shows like this. That is happening. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video, y'all. I'm going to give y'all the lowdown on our Patreon that we're launching, the website. You know, I'm not trying to grift. I'm just saying we got some stuff that y'all may want, right? So I'm going to go over all that. And just, you know, whatever. Y'all do what you want with it. So anyway, thank y'all again so much. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Really enjoyed talking to you guys. And thank you for everything today. Y'all are amazing. I mean that. Thank you. All right, y'all. Remember, going to do my sign off, right? Come on, say it with me. Every day's a gift, y'all. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.